Did you know that the origin of the name Myanmar is uncertain? However, there are a few theories that have been proposed. One theory is that the name Myanmar comes from the Burmese word Myanmar, which means strong people. This theory is supported by the fact that the Burmese people have a long history of fighting for their independence and self-determination. Another theory is that the name Myanmar comes from the Sanskrit words Mayan and Mar, which mean lord and kingdom. This theory is supported by the fact that Myanmar was once a powerful kingdom in Southeast Asia. A third theory is that the name Myanmar comes from the Chinese name Miandian, which means southern land. This theory is supported by the fact that Myanmar is located in the southern part of Southeast Asia. Did you know that the origin of the name Laos is uncertain? However, there are a few theories that have been proposed. One theory is that the name Laos comes from the Lao language word La, which means free. This theory is supported by the fact that the Lao people have a long history of independence and self-determination. Another theory is that the name Laos comes from the Sanskrit word lava, which means people of the land. This theory is supported by the fact that the Lao people have lived in the same region for thousands of years. A third theory is that the name Laos comes from the Chinese word Lao, which means old. This theory is supported by the fact that the Lao people have a long and rich history. Did you know that the name Vietnam means land of the Viet people? The Viet people are an ethnic group that is native to Vietnam. The Viet people have a long and proud history, and they have played a major role in shaping the culture and identity of Vietnam. The name Vietnam was first used to refer to the entire region of Indochina, which includes Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. However, over time, the name Vietnam came to be used to refer specifically to the country that is now known as Vietnam. The name Vietnam was officially adopted in 1802 by Emperor Gia Long, the founder of the Nguyen dynasty. Emperor Gia Long wanted to unite the country under a single name, and he chose the name Vietnam because it was a name that had been used to refer to the region for centuries. The name Vietnam continued to be used throughout the French colonial period. After Vietnam gained independence from France in 1954, the official name of the country became the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. However, the name Vietnam is still the most commonly used name for the country in English. Did you know that the name Thailand has only been in use for a little over 100 years? Before that, the country was known as Siam. The name Siam is thought to come from the Pali word Suvarnabhumi, which means land of gold. In the early 20th century, King Rama VI of Siam wanted to modernize the country and change its image to the outside world. He decided to change the name of the country to Thailand, which means land of the free. King Rama VI believed that the name Thailand would better reflect the country's independence and its commitment to democracy. He also believed that the name Thailand would be more appealing to foreign investors and tourists. The name Thailand was officially adopted on June 24, 1939. However, the name Siam continued to be used by some people, both inside and outside of Thailand. Today, the name Thailand is the only official name of the country. However, the name Siam is still sometimes used in historical contexts. Did you know where the name Cambodia comes from? The earliest known name for Cambodia is Kambuja, which is mentioned in Sanskrit inscriptions from the 1st century AD. The name Kambuja is thought to be derived from the legend of Svayambhuva Kamboj, a mythical sage who is said to be the ancestor of the Khmer people. The name Kambuja was used by the Khmer Empire to refer to their kingdom and to the people of their kingdom. The Khmer Empire was one of the most powerful empires in Southeast Asia. In the 15th century, the Khmer Empire collapsed, and Cambodia was divided into a number of smaller kingdoms. During this period, the name Kambuja was used less and less, and the name Cambodia became more common. In the 19th century, Cambodia became a French protectorate. During this period, the French used the name Cambodge to refer to Cambodia. After Cambodia gained independence from France in 1953, the official name of the country became Royaume du Cambodge, Kingdom of Cambodia. However, the name Cambodia is still the most commonly used name for the country in English.